When I say I have no idea what I'm doing, I have no idea what I am doing when it comes to using this. Okay. No idea. Okay. I don't know. There's the messages on the screen. How did I do that? Can you all hear me and see me? Hello, everyone. I hope y'all can hear me and see me. Can you all hear me and like see me clearly? I was really just about to do a test. Oh, they got them little messages on the screen. Oh, it's cute. Did I do that? I was pushing buttons. But I have no idea what any of these buttons mean. I guess we'll figure it out together. Isabel says so clear. Oh, thank you, Isabel. I love you. I love you. Okay, good. Because I done switched intronets and all of that. Okay, I have been over here busy. Okay, trying to get the show together. Oh. Okay, it's too bright. I already got like low key got a headache. Hi everyone. Dayla says we miss you. I miss you too. Correct. Hi, rabbit. Oh my goodness, I love you. Y'all make sure y'all get over there to my girl Down the Rabbit, which I'm sure y'all already over there because like she's lit. But yeah, get over there to Down the Rabbit Hole News. Okay, she's been covering this Diddy trial like crazy. Her and BJ investigate. Shout out to BJ, love BJ. Y'all make sure y'all get over there too. Okay, when I really don't have like time to get caught up on what's going on with the trial, girl, I go listen to them. Okay, I go listen to Down the Rabbit Hole News. Okay, and I go listen to BJ Investigate. And who else do I listen to? I go listen to Armand Wiggins. I go listen to Nick at Night. Sylvia, infamous Sylvia. I go listen to her. Who else I go listen to? I'm like, who else? I listen to a lot of people. Okay, but it's only certain people commentary that I like trust. Sparks, please don't get blocked. Please don't get blocked. I do not like Tisa Feld. I do not like her. Her or none of that Maybelline. Okay. Please don't get me started. All right. Now, if you like her, so good for you. That's fine. No, Sparks, you're very so much new. I hate her. Correct. Let me get something to drink. I hate her. Correct. And I would tell it to her face. She lucky I at this trial because I would have walked right up to her like this. Correct. I would have walked up to her right like that. Mm-hmm. Correct. Every time she walked past. Every time. Correct. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Okay, now there's no beef. Just not a fan. Just not a fan, that's all. You know, she doesn't like me. I don't like her. She ain't gonna do nothing about it. I'm a fry. You know, like, you know, just this what girl. But yeah, there's no beef. I just moving right along. The title of the show, Kanye West arrived at Diddy's court to intimidate Jane Doe. Yes, I said it. Was Kanye the rapper mentioned? Okay, because Jane Doe, I'm not saying her name. They playing too much. You know, these people is real lost too happy. So I'm not saying her name. Oh well. Y'all allegedly know who she is. That's what that word. Oh, somebody send me a cash app. Yes, Shan, send me a cash app. Thank you, Shan. Shan, I deserve. Yeah. Ooh, wait a minute. I'm good. Yeah. What I deserve. No. I'm gonna, no, ooh, no. I'm gonna, nope. I'm gonna, that was better. Wait, Sean, what the, yeah. I'm gonna, that was better. Okay, okay. I deserve everything, yes, that y'all be sending to me. Ooh, I don't like that me. Ooh, I don't like that. It's supposed to be me. Ooh, not like that. I'm gonna, yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna, no, I'm gonna, yeah, yeah. There we go. Everything. Yes. Yes, that y'all be sending to me. I be deserving it. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'm a girl, please stop. Yes. So no, y'all did that. Y'all did that. Sean played me on Tasha K the other night, please. Huh? What? Oh, you was on Tasha K. You was on, oh yeah, you was. That was you, girl. Oh my God. Be nice to my mama. Shout out to Tasha K. That's my girl. I know you was over there being nice, girl. Shout out to Dayla. Thank you, Dayla. I deserve. Yes. Oh, girl, they don't like this. They don't like this. These other girls, they scream some light up, girl. I'm like, how you gonna get me yelled at? Dayla, girl, you gonna get me yelled at? Girl, they don't like this. They don't like this. See how Sheree became a member? They don't like that. They don't like that. Ooh, they don't like that. Y'all, they said they took my coffee, y'all. Yes, please hit the cash app. Y'all, they said I'm out here begging. They say, like, girl. So let's not make them liars. Let's not make them liars. And my girl, yes, they done took everything from me, girl. I done lost my coin, girl. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. So y'all, Kanye was all up in court, out of shape today, correct? Ooh, Kanye, you look a mess. You look stuffed in that outfit. All of that, you look a mess. We're gonna talk about that. There is a juror that has been excused from the case for lying. I said, oh my God, why you have to be black? I'm like, why you couldn't have been white saying this? Trying to make us look bad. Then the defense team talking about some they don't want him to leave because he one of the only colors in the jury. They want him to stay. They say if he leaves, then he ain't gonna get no fair shot. Because we already know he got his back. Here, Flip. I said, how y'all the defense? How y'all know he ain't gonna say he guilty? What y'all want him for? He already lied. So he could be lying, making y'all think that he on y'all side. Where y'all get that from, I don't know. Did y'all give him a couple dollars? Let me find out. I would hate to think that Mark done slipped that juror a few dollars and said, now look at here, you one of us. I mean, you one of him. We need you to have his back when you going on opinion. So please hit the like, please hit the like. So, I mean, there's a long-standing history between Kanye and between Diddy. So I was very surprised when I saw Kanye walking that court like a penguin in them, correct, with that white girl, Bianca, because I could have sworn she was over there in dog cages and all that. She's supposed to be leaving. She don't want to be with him and she's scared and he don't take his meds and he be jumping out of trees and oh girl. So that's just what that word. So y'all, I thought that they wasn't even them girls like that. Now I knew that they was cool because she still needed a few dollars. So she still got all her credit cards still say Kanye's on them. So I knew she wasn't gonna leave right away. But you know, allegedly they were supposed to be, you know, getting popped. It was supposed to be over all with them. But allegedly they still together, y'all. They was over there walking hand in hand, but Kanye's went to the court by himself. That's what that were. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. But before we do, let's get into the mess because I want to get into the mess. Now, the Jane Doe, which y'all know allegedly who she is. I'm not saying her name because they saying all type of crazy stuff about us content creators sitting over here saying these people's name when they're supposed to be remaining Jane and John Doe. So that's just what that were allegedly. That's what they were. Now let's get into Kanye's that come into court. Funky fresh looking a mess. Because it was. Ooh, not like that. Hold on, wait a minute. I want my people to be able to see too. Damn, like, can they watch too? Can they watch too, Greg? Not you, not you. See, y'all about to get fired. Somebody's getting fired. This was the word. Let me pull this up, y'all. Here we go. Fair use. Look, y'all. Look, y'all. Kanye easy. What's up, Mary?
House to offer support to Diddy.
Yeah, it was quite a scene. Richard Jacobs is live in Lower Manhattan with more on today's testimony and that appearance by Kanye West. Richard?
Natasha, Steve, more on Kanye in a moment. Now, the jury has been dismissed for the 5th week of this trial, but one of those jurors will not be returning here on Monday.
Now, one of them is not returning. Y'all hear that? One of the jurors is not returning, and it just so happened to be the black one. I said, well, I be damned. I said, oh, come on, black people. I'm like, whoa. But let's listen. So one of the jurors has been released. Okay, the juror has been dismissed, but one of them ain't coming back.
The reason being, the judge says there were inconsistencies on his place of residence. Juror number 6 telling that he was overheard saying he was living with his girlfriend in New Jersey when he told the court he was living in a New York apartment. The judge.
Correct. So they chose him because he's supposed to be living in New York, where said crimes allegedly happened, type of situation. But come to find out, he was staying with his girlfriend over yonder in a Jersey, and that's not the jurisdiction for the jurors. So it's like, okay, well, if that's where you live at, then you lied about living in New York. You ain't got no damn place. No, you ain't got no job, Craig. So I said, now look at here. No, he talking about he got a place in New York. No, that's why the place don't exist, because you ain't got no damn place. Knowing you was staying with that girl this whole goddamn time in Georgia. Girl, they're so much annoyed. So I'm just like, okay. So that's why they saying that the judge feels like he is a liar and his ass is, because he told them that he stayed in New York and he does not. Which they caught him telling other jurors that that he don't live really in New York, that he stay in Jersey with his little dip who he be smashing. You know, the girl I'm penetrating is actually where I stay. I really don't live here. So the judge said, okay, well, that shows the sign of deceit. So if you lie to us now, you're gonna lie to us later. That means you about to go in there and lie and say you think Diddy is innocent when you really think that nigga guilty. So they done excluded him from the court. I said, why? Like, why lie? Come on now. Because they ask you all type of questions, like if you know certain things about certain parties involved, because they don't want it to be like biased, having like Diddy fans be jurors or people that literally like loathe him being jurors. They want it to be neutral. They want it to be somebody that really don't know much of him. Not that you don't have to know who he is at all, because I mean it's kind of impossible, with some people to not have at least heard of them. But they want to make sure that you don't have any like mental relationship with them, like how Beyonce is my cousin, how Beyonce is my cousin through marriage, and stuff like that, how I'm related to Blue Ivy and I'm really not, but I do follow, like everything that goes on with them, whatnot. So I wouldn't be a good juror if Beyonce, a Blue Ivy, a Sir, any of them was getting up there on that stand, because I am going to be biased as hell. This is Beyonce's son. Of course he is innocent. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So it's just the same thing, with me. Like I get up there, Blue Ivy being charged with anything. She did not do it. No, absolutely not. Rihanna get charged with anything. She is an innocent. Okay, I don't care nothing about that camera. The camera did not angle that right. No, baby shade. No, the camera did not angle that right. Nah. It may look like Rihanna was digging her heel in the back of that woman's head, but that's not what that was. She was actually putting her head in her heel. If you look at it like this, correct. Because in that video with Diddy and Cassie, if that was Rihanna and ASAP, and Rihanna was Diddy and ASAP was Cassie, I don't know what you're talking about. That's ASAP rolling all underneath Rihanna's feet, is what that word. All he had to do was move. She was trying to put the lamp back on the stand. She wasn't trying to throw it at him. No, she was not. It's a damn shame that they done sat there and changed this damn footage like this. Trying to make my girl look bad. Now they do this all the time. That's the AI. That is the AI right there. At the 2 minute and 37-second mark, that is AI. That ain't her. So that's just what that word. So they gotta make sure that the jurors is very so much unbiased, neutral, don't really have a stance, don't really care if they come or go. Rather they free or rather they get locked up. So he giving a little bit to the judge, but the judge gonna like, yeah, you don't want this nigga to get locked up. Yeah, we're gonna have to let you go. Because you already lying about where you live at and all of that. How we know you going here in this time to deliver of the rape that you're not going to get in here and lie again. Keep your ass at home. Keep staying in Jersey when you're supposed to be in New York. Yeah, stay in Jersey. Is what it said. That's just what that word. Please hit the like. Please hit the like.
Saying that raises concerns over his honesty. Now, the defense team has been against this because this particular juror was one.
Ooh, that word. This better not be no commercial because we're not gonna buy none of this. Now y'all see it say the particular juror was one of the few black or Hispanic. So they say either burrito or collard greens is sitting over here lying. But what they were? Why they pausing? What they know I'm watching it? What they trying to strike me?
At the courthouse to offer support to Diddy.
Yeah, it was quite a scene. Richard Jacobus is live in Lower Manhattan with more on today's testimony and that appearance by Kanye West. Richard.
Natasha, Steve, more on Kanye in a moment. Now, the jury has been dismissed for the 5th week of this trial, but one of those jurors will not be returning here on Monday. The reason being, the judge says there were inconsistencies on his place of residence. Juror number 6 telling that he was overheard saying he was living with his girlfriend in New Jersey when he told the court he was living in a New York apartment. The judge saying that raises concerns over his honesty. Now, the defense team has been against this because this particular juror was one of the few black or Hispanic.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
so lost.
We're not buying none of this. It's expensive shit.
Jurors that was sitting on the jury, and now they say they may not get a fair verdict. Sean Combs' family leaving the federal courthouse earlier.
So they may not get a fair verdict because of one juror. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. He looked like he guilty. He looked like he done did shit too. He looked like he done did stuff too. Because where the hell is Baby Love? Where's Baby Love at? Everybody coming to court but her. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Correct, his clothes is too big because his daddy ain't picking them out no more. Because Diddy ain't over there picking them out no more. Correct, that's just what that word. That's just what word. They all losing weight. They're not eating how they used to eat because they ain't got their daddy credit cards like they used to have. That's what they ass get. I don't feel sorry for none of these privilegers. Not at all. Oh, well, your daddy going to jail. He shouldn't have been forcing people to put pills and stuff in their mouth allegedly and keeping them up for 3-4 days. Bang, 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 ski, ski, ski. And them girls sitting over there talking about some, I don't want to suck nothing. He like, yeah, you going to get over here so you ain't about to fuck up my night. You ain't about to fuck up my night. You ain't about to fuck up my night. Put this motherfucking pill. You ain't about to get your ass over there and do what you're supposed to do because you ain't about to fuck up my night. So because your daddy didn't want his night messed up because he wanted to see some grass sit up there. Correct. Because your daddy wanted. Because your daddy got your goddamn nerve. All because your daddy don't understand that no means no. Yes. Kicking and punching and stomping and pinching people all through hallways and all of that. Y'all in court like ain't none of that on camera. Y'all in court like he innocent. I can't stand you motherfuckers. Y'all in court like he innocent. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please. It's like he's sitting there stressed out because they ain't laying across no damn beach somewhere off of a borrowed yacht telling all of the staff to join their free call. We don't care nothing about him being stressed out. Take that. Like, yeah, oh well, but y'all privileged arse. Nah, that's what you get. Should have made some of y'all goddamn life. That ain't got nothing to do with us, because now y'all daddy done went to jail. He done spoiled y'all in y'all 30s. Into y'all 30s. Yes. Because baby love done is the informant. They ain't got nothing to do with us. Oh well, your daddy going to jail. Nah. Oh well. That's just what that works. So now one juror is going to decide the fate of Diddy. What? I said, why he act like it's only 2 jurors and the other one is a white man with a MAGA hat on? I mean, Diddy is for all 4 white lives matter. He sure is. Look at here. Don't get me started. He sure is. We're going to get into that too.
Today, after another wild day of testimony, 900 bottles of Astroglide lubricant.
Stand alone. Baby love is the informant, and I'm going to need y'all to get with that. Stand alone. Let it go. Trust me. Nah. Now, you done been listening to me for too long. Girl, you know I'm right. Not something wrong with that damn baby. Yes, she is cute, but she done been here before, and she always running. Every time a camera is on her, stand alone, explain it. Girl, don't do that. She always running and shit. No, I don't trust that. Now, it's something wrong with this baby. Okay? Thank you, Samantha, for the cash app, girl. Thank you, girl. I deserve. Yeah. Thank you. I earned that. And I appreciate that, girl. Thank you for showing me that the love goes beyond. Okay? And I'm a girl. So I'm gay. So this is all on baby love. So y'all cut that out. Stand alone. All of y'all looking here. Y'all start look. Y'all starting to irritate me with that. Nah. Don't do that. Melanie, abort. I know a crook when I see one. Y'all letting the Q fool you. That's just what that word she is in on this.
And 200 bottles of baby oil, along with a number of rifles, a pistol, and a shotgun, all seized from Sean Combs' LA home last March.
Correct. And she helped him get all that damn baby oil with her being in the store with him when he going up to the thing. Because normally people ask, like, why you buying all this baby oil? What you getting all this for? But then baby love be in the cart. So she is the reason, yes. And then he was sending a young Miami, allegedly, in Saucy Santana to get all the Astroglide because they understood why Saucy was getting so much Astroglide with as big as his body is. And so then nobody asked no question when he got to the register with 57 bottles of Astroglide. Now, if you don't know what Astroglide is, Astroglide help you get in the booty. That is lube, okay? It is lubricants. I know I am bisexual. So that's just what that word. Unlike women get wet. They get wet naturally because that's what the Lord allows. Boys do not. Boys is dry. Boys only got a booty and a booty hole. So that's where the Astroglide goes, in the booty hole. Nah. There are women that have booty holes as well. So the Astroglide is used in there for them as well because their booty is dry too. Now the Lord blessed the front of them to get wet on their own, but the Lord did not allow the back. Okay? The Lord said absolutely not. That is the exit, and I bet not catch you using it for anything or the other. Okay? You better pray to me right after. So that's just what that word. So it was a whole bunch of Astroglide, Lord, because Diddy is nasty. So he had them girls over there slipping and sliding and tripping all over them, escorts all on the floor, and you want to see a bitch slide, watch this, Lord. And that's just what that word. So he had them put the Astroglide not just for their booty, but he also had them put it all over their body because ash is gross. It absolutely is. It's of slavery. And he didn't want to be reminded of that while he was doing his freak off in the mirror. So he had to have them glistening, 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 glistening. And that's just what they was, like chicken with butter basting a turkey is how he liked them. Naked, bare, and wet. Correct. Because sociology and studies confirm that when men see women wet, it lets us know that they are ready for sex. It lets us know that they is ready to go, right? Them coming out of water, they done been putting it in movies since the dawn of time. Them standing over there doing they washing the cars, Lord, in the bikinis and all of that. That lets us know that all of these women are whores. At least that's what we think in our mind. So then that's just what that word. They're not wholesome. They wet. Is what that word. So that's why he had to have all of the women and all of that to put that word. And now y'all is welcome. Absolutely. Let me get into all y'all super stickers and stuff because y'all love me. Y'all gonna get me cussed out.
According to a Homeland Security special agent who finished up his testimony by telling prosecutors this was the first in his investigation that he was ever part of where he walked out of.
I did hear that a couple people went blind. So that, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. They said that it was allegedly bestiality. And so you never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. And I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. And say, ha, 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 snap. I'm laughing so hard. So loud. I hope my next door neighbor don't call me asking, are you okay, sis? Where are you watching? Yeah. Now look at him. You get put out. Don't say nothing to me. And if you get a complaint, don't come over here saying, Sean, you got me a complaint. No, I did not. Don't do that. Y'all be trying to put stuff like that on here for evidence. It's what y'all be trying to do. So I'm not looking at. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, but don't get put out for me. Don't do that because I don't have no room. Girl, I ain't got no space. I need you to keep that place, girl, because I'm feel bad. I feel like I'm supposed to help you, and I'm not. So and girl, we love you, girl. Enjoy yourself, but I need you to be a little bit quiet, girl. Put your hand over your mouth. Or something like that, girl. Don't get put up because me, I ain't that funny, girl. I am not that funny. Guys. So shout out to my boo Melanie. Melanie says, Sean, why are you giving us a whole visual lesson to let my? I gotta let y'all know that I know what I'm talking about. Melanie, girl, that. Oh my God, I love you, girl. Shout out to my boo Melanie. Shout out to my baby Tasha. I love you, Tasha. Tasha sent me a super stick because she loved me. Thank you, girl. I love you, Tasha, girl. Did I miss any other ones, y'all? Because y'all know I want to get into the rest of them. Because y'all know I missed it. Okay, I love y'all. I love y'all. Hi, Cammy Boo. Hi, love you. Yes, so y'all, let's get started.
Bottles of lubricant. Also on the stand today, a former personal assistant to Diddy, who spoke about how much money and drugs his boss would carry at one time. That assistant, Jonathan Perez, also spoke about the night he dropped Combs to his former girlfriend, who's going under the pseudonym Jane, claiming he seemed angry and annoyed. Jane had testified earlier this week that Combs physically abused her. Combs is charged with racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and prostitution, and has pleaded not guilty to
Combs will hit everybody but a dude.
all counts.
Look at Kanye's fat ass. Look at him. Look.
And as you mentioned, also
look at him
today by Kanye West.
Just medless. Look at him in that donkey booty. Look at him. Look at Kanye, his BBL.
Today by Kanye West.
BBL Kanye, yes. BBL Kanye. Look at BBL Kanye. Look, thick as he want to be. Look at he got Kanye Kardashian, bitch. Kanye Kardashian, bruh. Look at Kanye, came just as thick as he want to be. Kanye, can you put your booty up, please? BBL Kanye, yes. BBL Kanye. Look at Kanye and his booty. Look, Kanye can't take a towel on the world. Kanye said, here is. Look, Kanye picked a towel, bitch. Look at Kanye with them Georgia peaches back there. Look, he came in here Chicago proud, like Chicago born and raised. Look, Kanye that came up here with his yams. Kanye, his yams in the building. Look at Kanye. After you, beggar. Look at Kanye. Kanye that came thick as hell. Kanye said here.
So a surprise appearance
Look,
today
Kanye,
by
y'all,
Kanye
look.
West.
Thick
Dressed in
as
all white.
hell.
Dressed in all white.
Look, Duke
Dressed
booty.
in all white.
Duke
Dressed
booty.
dressed in all white.
Duke
Dressed
booty.
dressed
Look
in
at
all white. The
Kanye.
rapper
Kanye said,
arriving this
yes,
morning.
yes,
Dressed in all white. The
yes,
rapper.
yes.
Dressed in all white. Dressed in
Beyonce,
all white. Dressed in all
Beyonce,
white. The rapper. Dressed in all
Beyonce,
white. Dressed in all
Beyonce,
white. The rapper. Dressed in all white. Dressed in
Beyonce.
all
Look at
white.
Beyonce.
Dressed in all white. The rapper
Beyonce,
arriving.
Beyonce, yes,
Dressed in all white.
Beyonce,
The rapper
Beyonce.
arriving
Look,
this morning.
look at Kanye coming that thick
Dressed in
as
all white. The
hell.
rapper arriving this.
Kanye said here,
Dressed in all white. The rapper.
dump
Dressed
truck.
in all white. The
What
rapper
you talking about?
arriving this morning.
What you gonna do with?
Dressed-
What you gonna do with?
dressed-
What you gonna do with? What you gonna do with
dressed in
all
all
that
white, the
hump?
rapper
All them humps
arriving
inside
this
that
morning.
trunk. I'm a get.
Dressed in all white. The rapper.
Oh, look at Kanye. Came and stick his booty on his back. Kanye Kardashian. Kanye Kardashian came with his booty on his back, bitch. Look at Kanye. Look at Kanye. Yes, Kanye. Kanye came thicker than Jane Doe, bitch. Kanye came showing why he was a part of this alleged freak off. Girl, look. This is why he wanted me type shit. Like, and in all white. And in all white. Kanye came with his booty up on his back. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like.
Arriving this morning. And when we asked if he was here to support Diddy, he said yes. We're told West
yes.
watched some of the testimony from an overflow.
Because we confused about you and his supporting Diddy, because the last time I heard you talk about Diddy, didn't you say this? No, I'm messy than a motherfucker. No, I'm messy as hell. Yeah, we confused by this Kanye with your bipolar ass. Was this when you were off your meds? And this is when you were on them? Or what? Like vice versa? What's going on here? What you say? Kanye. Ooh, let's get into what Kanye said, girl. Ooh, what you say?
Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got talks because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that. None of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got talks because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you gonna go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael.
Right. And why did you say that, Kanye? Why did you say all of this? Why did you say Kanye West brands Diddy a Fed after White Lives Matter shirt criticism and gets response? Kanye and Diddy's friendship took an interesting turn on Friday, October 6th. This was in 2022, when the two had a heated exchange over Ye's White Lives Matter t-shirt controversy. The Donda rapper took to Instagram with a series of posts showing fans the conversation he was having with Diddy and made it loud and clear he wasn't going to let his peers stop him from doing what he needs to do. The Bad Boy Records mogul recently told the Breakfast Club he did not agree with Kanye's decision to wear the White Lives Matter t-shirt, but wouldn't condemn him either. Kanye caught wind of the comments and addressed Diddy early Friday morning. I didn't like our convo, Kanye wrote. I'm selling these teas. Nobody gets in between me and my money. This is my grandfather texting you now. Never call me with no bullish like that again unless you ready to greenlight me, because anybody who got on that tea is me. Ye continued to say he would be quiet as his friend and late fashion designer Virgil, while also admitting he now knows he hurt people his loves with his threats. He then asked Puffy to confront him. Come do something illegal to me now, please, Kanye added. The Good Music founder shared another post letting his fans know they know who the culprit is if anything were to happen to him, and revealed he would be selling the White Lives Matter t-shirt on Friday. This is why I'm the leader. I just made both of these guys my security because anything happened to me, y'all top suspects, I'm selling be White Lives Matter tea later today. So again, this is Kanye. It's saying that if anything happened to me, y'all know who did it to me. So if you saying that Diddy capable of ending your life, why would you be at his court date? You're admitting what then in 2022, what a lot of the people on the stand are saying right now. So to me, that's weird. That's weird energy to go from he's the type of person that'll unalive me. So y'all know if anything happens to me, who did it? Y'all know Diddy did it because he's capable of these type of things, right? That's what I'm getting from it. That's what I'm getting from Kanye going live on an interview stating that Puffy was a Fed, that Diddy is a Fed. So that's why he gets away with a lot of things he gets away with and does the things that he does and says things that he says because he has federal protection. So if anything happens to him, it's going to be hard for anybody to determine that Diddy had anything to do with it because he's powerful. So just know that if anything happens to me, here go y'all suspect. He who did it, because he do stuff like that. He get rid of people. Now you're helping him. Now you are supporting him. That doesn't make any sense. The same set people, Kanye, you said Diddy works with, are now charging him with crimes, are not protecting him. So how true was the statement that you said for you to now be supporting him? That's weird. It's weird. It absolutely is. Oh, let me get into these real quick. Hold on. Shout out to everybody knows Keisha for becoming a member. Shout out to you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Shout out to Ivy as well for being a new member. Hold on. Let me shout out to everybody knows Keisha as well. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for gifting 5 memberships. You got a membership from Keisha. Please say thank you. Shout out to Keisha. Thank you so much. Shout out to my baby Dayla as well for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Dayla. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And shout out to my baby Ivy as well for gifting a membership. If y'all got memberships from any one of these ladies, from Keisha, Dayla, or Ivy, please say thank you to those ladies because we really appreciate all the fan support. Thank you so much. But you know, another way that you can support the kid, another way you can do it, just hit that like. By hitting that like button, I would really appreciate that. So y'all, I was so confused by Kanye, showing up to court and he's saying that he was defending Diddy. Now, Jane Doe did get up here on this stand, and let's get into that, and speak about a Vegas trip. And during this Vegas trip, there was an anonymous rapper, and she didn't say the anonymous rapper's name. And she also stated that the anonymous rapper's girlfriend wanted to hook up with her on the stand at a hotel in Las Vegas. Okay, so let's get into that. And this just happened this week. Diddy case, Jane Doe's trip to Las Vegas with famous rapper and his girlfriend sparks controversy. So let's get into that. Sean Diddy Combs' federal African racketeering trial was for a moment centered around a different famous rapper. When the anonymous alleged victim, going by Jane, was on the stand earlier this week, she testified about a January 2024 trip she took to Las Vegas with an unnamed male famous rapper and his girlfriend to celebrate the girlfriend's birthday. Okay. So I'm hearing rumblings in the street that people feel that this rapper is Kanye. Okay. That Kanye West allegedly took his girlfriend, which I'm assuming would be Bianca, and they were the ones who were inquiring Jane Doe to have a either threesome or get out with the get down, or if she knew anyone that is a part of the life as they call it. Shout out to Rachel. Thank you so much for being a member for 30 months. Yes. So you've been rocking with the kid for a long time. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate all of your support. Thank you. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Over 300 people in the building. Please hit the like. So let's keep reading. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep reading. When the anonymous alleged victim going by Jane was on the stand early this week, she testified. Okay, I already read the part. The visit became the center of the controversy on Thursday as attorneys for Diddy, the government, and Jane herself had discussions with Judge Subramanian that delayed the start of the testimony for about 2 hours. So this conversation that they had about this rapper delayed the testimony for about 2 hours. So now I'm wondering, it's like, was this about Kanye? Was this rapper about Kanye? Did Kanye's lawyers get involved or something like that? Because, something came across their desk that Kanye had, was allegedly going to be listed as this rapper or outed by Jane Doe. Thank you so much, Rachel, for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate this, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you so much for all of the donations and all the support. I appreciate everything. Thank you so much. I really do. So, yeah, so I'm like, okay, all right, I'm biting. I'm biting. Still doesn't prove anything, still doesn't prove that it's Kanye, but I'm biting. I'm listening. I'm listening. Okay. You never know. You never know. So, I'm listening. I'm intrigued now. So let's keep going. While the exact details of the discussion were secret, Diddy's lead counsel, Mark, mentioned that the relevant part of the trip had to do with what happened in a hotel room. That was a reference to one particular aspect of the trip Jane discussed both in direct testimony and during cross-examination. That at the end of the night, Jane, the rapper, his girlfriend, and a few other people ended up in a hotel room where they watched an escort named Antony, or is it Antone? I'm just going to say Antone because I want to say Antone, who Jane already knew as he was a regular participant at the hotel nights with Diddy, though Diddy was not present on this trip, had sex with a woman. So in this hotel room, the rapper and the girlfriend and Jane Doe watched, Antone or Antony have sex with another girl. Although Diddy was not present, I'm assuming she was sent by him. So was this like another example of like the SDX trafficking? Like, is this what that word? Is this what that word? Because it's like, why would this story be relevant if Diddy's not a part of it? Like, why is this part of the testimony being mentioned if it has nothing to do with him? Shout out to TZ. Thank you so much, TZ. Says a little something on the light bill since coffee gone. Period. Sorry. I need everything I can get. I need so much help. Please hit the like. Thank you so much, TZ, for the super sticker. You're so sweet. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all so much. Hi, Latasha. Hi. So y'all, I'm like, okay, now this is getting a little messy, but I'm here for it. Because like, why is this being brought up? So I kept going. I'm like, okay, well, let's keep going. Maybe that'll be explained. Jade said that while there, the unnamed rapper and his partner asked her if she knew anyone else in the lifestyle, by which Jane seemed to mean swinging or threesomes. Jane explained that she believed the couple asked her because they got an inclination that maybe me and Sean Combs had been doing similar things. Which means inclination. Like you're sitting here, like I'm just saying, you're sitting here watching another male that you already know, because you've already had sexual encounters with the same individual, have another sexual encounter with another woman in front of a couple, and you're watching. So why would they not assume that you are part of the life? Why would they not assume that? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I would assume that too. So I feel like the inclination was you not walking out of the room when they were getting down with the get down, like you stayed. So you must be into something to still be in the room while these things are going on. So it could be Tiny and T.I. Ooh, you think so? Well, I don't know, because they're married. They're married. She said boyfriend and girlfriend. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It could be, yeah. So I don't know. They're married. So I think maybe not them, because they're married. So I think she would have said something more like married couple, or something like that. So yeah, I don't think that it's, but if she would say married couple, then that would have made sense. Then I would have been all here for. You think it's Kanye too? Yep, I said to say it's Kanye. It's Kanye. So yeah. So, but I mean, I have a little information on that too. So we'll get into that after this. So, okay, similar things. Mark, Diddy's attorney, explained on Thursday morning that James anonymity made addressing that Vegas trip particularly difficult. Addressing it was necessary, he said, because he believed that the other people who had been in the hotel room that night might have come forward and add what they need to add to the story. These events, which are in the background, two important events, need to be fully public, Mark said. Part of the public nature of these trials is for witnesses to come forward, other accounts to come forward. It's a constitutional issue. The important events Mark mentioned is a reference to Diddy's alleged assault on Jane, June 18th, 19th, 2024. Now, Jane Doe did testify that Diddy put his hands on her in multiple ways, not just one. So it's definitely, there's so much giving Cassie. Jane testified earlier in the week that Diddy had choked, punched, kicked, and smacked her during that evening. In the aftermath of the alleged physical abuse, Jane testified Diddy discovered the months earlier Vegas trip and Antoni's role in it, and became enraged. When Antoni arrived later that evening for a freak off, Jane said, "I remember Diddy opening his hand with a pill in it, and he said, 'Take this effing pill. Take this effing pill. You're not going to ruin my effing night. You better go out there. You're not going to ruin my effing night. Get out there. Suck his D. F him. I don't care. You're not going to ruin my effing night." Jane testified on Thursday that she told Combs she didn't want anything actual with the escort, but Combs insisted that she had performed oral on Antoni. Jane's testimony wrapped up on the end of that day on Thursday. During the post-testimony argument, the government confirmed for the first time that the previously unnamed victim 3 in their indictment against Combs, as some suspected his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, I'm not even saying her name because they're being real tricky, with all of that stuff. So yeah, please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So this unnamed rapper and his girlfriend, again, a lot of people have been going around alleging that this just may be Kanye, that this is Kanye West. So I went to look into it. Now this party, let's go back up here so we can, a January 2024 birthday celebration, right? So I went to look Kanye up, all right? Kanye and, his now wife, Bianca, all right? So I'm like, well, when did they get together? Kanye found true love with Bianca after his divorce with Kim Kardashian. The rapper's relationship with former Yeezy employee took the internet by storm in January 2023 amid backlash over disturbing anti-Semitic tirades. So this was in 2023 when people found out that Kanye and Bianca were dating, right? Now, the incident that Jane Doe is referring to happened January 2024, all right? So in 2023, it was brought out that Kanye West and Bianca were together. So I'm like, okay, well, it's possible that could be if she's stating that this was his girlfriend at the time instead of wife. So I'm like, if it's the wife, then I don't feel like it's Kanye if they were married. So I looked into that as well. Kanye went public with his relationship in January 2023, while they have reportedly been married in December 2022. And then it says the first public sighting of them together was in January 2023, when they were first sighted having lunch at the Waldorf in Beverly Hills. The Daily Mail later confirmed their legal marriage in October 2023. But again, this party happened in 2024. Kanye and Bianca were keeping their marriage under wraps. So no one knew that they were married. So it's possible still that although they were married, Kanye and Bianca, before 2024, they were married allegedly in 2023, but they were keeping it under wraps. So it's possible that Kanye could have still been addressing her as his girlfriend if they were keeping the marriage a secret. So he could have very so much told this Jane Doe that Bianca was his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. That Bianca was his girlfriend. It's possible. So at first I was just like, well, no, I don't think that could have been Kanye because Kanye was married. But if their marriage wasn't public, then which it wasn't in January 2024, if they got married in December, I think it was just, what was that? January 2023 was first public sighting of them. Hold on, let me look and see when because I looked that up too. When did they first get married? Let's look into that. So I'm like, if they got married, if their marriage was public, I should say. Not if they got married, because just because you get married, because they got married privately. Right here. Okay, let's do the same thing. Same thing. Yeah, together in 2023 for sighting of them in December 2022. Okay, they reportedly had a private ceremony in December 2022. It wasn't confirmed as a legal marriage until later. So, and then the Daily Mail obtained the marriage license confirming that the legal union was in October 2023. So, were they married in 2023 or were they married in 2022? I'm confused by that. Were they like legally married in 2022 and then had a ceremony in 2023? Or were they like, I don't know. How does that work? How does that work? Because that is very confusing. But they said it was privately, so they clearly didn't want people to know that they were married right away. I don't think Kanye wanted Kim Kardashian to know that he was married right out the gate. I think that's maybe why he was like holding back or keeping it a secret, or they, I should say. So Grill, I don't know, it's very confusing because this is, while reportedly they had a private ceremony in December 2022, it wasn't confirmed as a legal marriage until later. The Daily Mail obtained the marriage license confirming the legal union in 2023. But then did they get married in October 2023 and they were keeping it a secret? And then in 2024 is when this party happened or birthday celebration happened. And Kanye was still telling people that Bianca was his girlfriend because it was the end of the year that they got married in October at the end of the year. And it was a private ceremony, so that means that it was secret. They didn't want people to know that they were married. So they may not have been out there stating, to the world that they were ready because they didn't want Kim Kardashian to know. They didn't want Kim Kardashian to know. Yeah. I mean, that would be the only reason I would think of them keeping it a secret, because they got married pretty quickly. If they had only been dating like a year, because you think about the time from he got divorced from Kim and separated from Kim to dating her, so they weren't together long before getting married. So it's still a possibility that he could have been this person and just said that, hey, this is my girl, because we are not public. We're not public with our marriage yet. So I wonder. Interesting. So yeah, I don't know. So did Kanye go to this court date today to see if, because I mean, that is weird that he would go, because he could have been going to Diddy's court dates, been going to Diddy's trial. Why choose the day that the Jane Doe gets up there to speak on a rapper and his girlfriend during this infamous, hotel incident that happened. And it's like, now all of a sudden you're here. Now it's Kanye. Now we got Kanye. But he wasn't coming before. And Kanye only stayed 30 minutes. So he ain't stay long. So he got a certain amount of information and then he was on up out of there. So was the information him making sure that he was kept anonymous? And then since he was kept anonymous, he knew to go. Like, all right, cool. She didn't say my name. I'm up out of here. Because he wasn't, again, 30 minutes. What was the point of just dropping in the court? I mean, you might as well stay the whole time if you're saying that you're here to support him. That's not giving real support. It's really not. You just drop in for 30 minutes and then deuces. Like, you don't care nothing about the outcome. You don't care nothing about making sure that he sees you at least, stuff like that. You don't care about any of that stuff. Weird. Yes, I did see that. Shout out to Shrinking Sharon. Shrinking Sharon says he went yesterday, but the defense team turned him around, so he went back today. I did see that. And again, it's still Jane Doe on the stand. The same one that's mentioning an infamous rapper. So she was still on the stand. So again, it's like, why are you here? You could have been here. You could have been came to a court date. Why now? Because one would question that. Like, why are you here now? Now, I understand Kanye is a troll. He likes to troll people in troll situations, but it seems as if he do support Diddy. I think he does. Now, again, he likes to troll. He do. But this is different, showing up at somebody's court date, all that while they're going through a trial and whatnot. I mean, 50 ain't even did that. And we all know how much 50 and Diddy loathe each other. Like, they can't stand each other. 50 can go to court. Why can't he? Alex Fine did. Why can't 50 go to court? 50 can definitely go to court. He chooses not to. He don't want nothing to do with it. He waiting for the outcome, just like anybody else. So for Kanye to go, someone who has publicly feuded with Diddy many times, this gives opportunistic. Kanye does know certain things. Remember, Kanye said when him and Diddy were going back and forth, that if anything happens to me, you know who did it. You know where to start looking. You have the breadcrumbs, that you need. So he knows things that we don't know. That's what that means. So for Kanye to be here, Kanye's here for a reason. There is a motive behind Kanye showing up. I really don't feel like this is him trolling. I really don't feel that way. I don't feel that way at all. But let me know what you think in the chat. But I think that there is a rhyme and reason. Hold on, my computer is about to die. Guerrero. Let me play this again. Remember what Kanye said. Like, never forget.
Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be able to do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael.
Right. Well. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I think on here too, there was another clip of that too with Kanye saying, hold on. Pretty sure there's a clip on here too, because he actually says Diddy's name. He says Puffy. Where's the clip? Okay, well, this is annoying. Or is that after this ad? Yeah, I think it's after that. It's because that's... Okay, I'm going to look it up again. So, yeah. So, I think it's very possible that Kanye went there to get certain information. Kanye got the information that he needed, and then Kanye got up out of there. Kanye moved on around. Kanye like, all right, peace. Kanye, I got what I need. All right, I'll see you. I'll see you.
You fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Puff Daddy, Puff Daddy, Puff Daddy, Puff Daddy, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck.
Fake hard. So again, he was talking about Puffy when he said that was one of the main people that he was directing that energy to. And there's all type of stuff coming out about Diddy in court, how dangerous he is. And I feel like that is what the prosecution is setting up. But I just think that was very confusing. The same day Kanye comes to court, 2 days in a row, him trying to get in there, he finally gets in. It's the same day that a juror is found out information that he may not be have been honest with the court system about
City Press here
to Inner City Press. So I don't know. I just think that it's really weird, you know, that all of a sudden Kanye comes and then it's like, oh, hell breaks loose, you know, the day he gets here. So, but this is weird. It is Trey bizarre. Trey bizarre. The day he pop in, all of this stuff, you know, just start trickling down like a domino effect. But let's listen. Shout out to Inner City Press. They are lit.
at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, Friday, June 13th. It's day 23, could it be, of the U.S. versus Sean Combs trial. And we're covering it. Yesterday, finally, after 6 long, grueling days, as they say, the witness known as Jane, Anonymous Jane, finished on the stand. And she finished with some acrimony with Kenny Garagos. And then at the end, apparently they, you know, made up. We'll see. In any case, we covered it in great detail. And in fact, we are now preparing Diddy on Trial Week 5, the book. It's basically, we're just waiting to see what happens today. Today, what? Three, there should be 3 witnesses. Actually, there may only be 2. Seems like the summary chart's getting pushed to Monday. Everything is kind of sliding here. We have the guy. So there is a government witness, and there's a witness who may or may not be a staffer of Sean Combs.
Y'all don't think so? Y'all don't think so? Reality Check said, did she finish strong? I mean, based off the testimony, because I was reading it today over here on Inner City Press, and I was listening to a few creators early. Shout out to Down the Rabbit Hole News and shout out to BJ Investigates. I was listening to them, and from what I'm hearing, because again, we're not actually in court, you know, we can't hear, so that's why it's important. These people like Inner City Press, shout out to Inner City Press, and a bunch of others that are covering this trial, because there are ears in our eyes. So I would say that Jane Doe's testimony very so much helped when it comes to certain charges that they are trying to pin on Diddy, and the sex trafficking, to me, it helps, showing that he was like sending them to do certain things, sending them to even be a part of sexual situations with other escorts, and watching payments be had, and also being enlisted by other people that worked underneath Diddy's umbrella, whether it was a rapper that he was working with or a rapper that he was friends with, to show that this was more so of an organization that, and you couldn't say no. And they were also, with Jane Doe's testimony about Diddy putting his hands on her, is also beneficial with showing that they really didn't have much of a choice. And that turns it into criminal when, if it's at your own will, it's at your own will. And that's what Diddy's defense team is trying to push, that these things are consensual when they are not. If I come over your house and I consensually do things with you on Tuesday, and then I come over on Wednesday and I'm telling you that I don't want to do certain things, although I'm wild and I'm crazy in bed and stuff like that, you just saw that the day before, and you want to see all that again, and that's not my energy, it does not mean that you get to intimidate, coerce, and force me to do those things. And when I don't do them, you treat me as property and start, you know, beating me. You know, when I like, it doesn't, and to submission to do something that I don't want to do. Like, so many different laws are being broken when Diddy is doing these things. And it shows the intimidation and fear from not just the victims, also staff and people that work with him. So I do think Jane Doe's testimony helped. Now, did she finish strong? I wouldn't say that. But I wouldn't say she finished strong. I think she's probably happy to, to be done. But overall, I do think that her testimony did help with the prosecution's, because again, character is one thing that is going to help with the jury. If the jury keeps hearing victims have the same stories but different situations, and maybe even different characters involved, but the main aggressor is Diddy, I think that helps with gaining a guilty verdict, with them hearing multiple people get up there, an array of people get up there and state what he did to them and how he made them feel and how they felt like their will was taken from them. I think that helps. It imprints in their mind what kind of individual he is, and the fear that people felt and still feel. Even wanting to be Jane Doe's and all of that stuff, it still gives a certain fear, that they have. It's like, why is everyone so afraid of this man if he's claiming that he is all about love? He's claiming that he is, wanting to help and heal the world and, help people and the communities with less fortunate. And, like he's presented a certain image. So now, because the defense is definitely going to bring up, and they already have brought up the majority of those things. So the jury is hearing that side too. And again, their opinion at this point is neutral until they are swayed into feeling how they feel, until they see a certain piece of evidence or hear a certain witness to make them feel like he is guilty, because that's who it's in. It's in the jury's hands at the end of the day. What happens to Diddy? It has nothing to do with the judge. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with you. It's all on the jury and how they feel. So at this point, I think that the prosecution has done a decent enough job to sway the jury into seeing what type of person he is, to dictate if these charges should stick and if he should be found guilty in a court of law and have to be and remain in prison due to the things that he is and will be being charged with. So yeah, I think the Jane Doe was useful. I think she very so much was.
Many people were hoping that they'd see Christina Karam. People have been asking whether they'll see D-Rock. Since prosecutor Maureen Comey has said that the government may rest its case as early as next Wednesday.
Yeah, K-Ben says, I can't believe he's still paying Jane Doe's rent. I can. And I also feel that that's why she was subpoenaed. I don't think she came just like on her own and wanted to help prosecution. I think that they forced her. I think that they forced her to come to court, because how I feel that she's, and I'm not going to say that because then it's kind of like giving away, although we're not supposed to be saying her name. I can definitely believe that he is still paying her rent, because again, you see how he gave Cassie that settlement within 24 hours. Again, I could definitely see it, because he's such a narcissist. Like, he wants these women and these men to feel that this was all done in love. So if I keep being nice to you, although I'm a monster, although I've treated you so badly, I've done horrible, heinous things to you, I've still shown you love. This happens in DV relationships all the time, to where the man will be extremely abusive, to the woman, and then afterwards bring her flowers or bring her food, take her out to eat, rub her back her feet, overly love bomb her and compliment her and whatnot, fall to her feet, make it seem as if he will be a slave to her if she only stays. This is what they do to make you feel that you are the problem. Reverse the energy onto you. Because with them being so nice, it's like, how can you be mean? With them being so nice, how can I turn this down? How can I turn down this love and affection, he's giving me right now, when I normally don't get this? I normally don't. Some people in DV look forward to the aftermath because they are treated well. Cassie, when Diddy would do certain things with her, he would send her to Dubai to heal. Let her do whatever she wanted while she's there. The sky was the limit. She could go shopping all day and, and all night and all that's, like, as long as she didn't say nothing or do anything about what he did to her, so he will overly love her and gaslight her and put love bombs on a day-to-day basis to make her feel like that's where she should be, that he is a good person. He just needs a little help, but overall, he's a good guy, a great guy, because he's done good things and he does good things for other people and he looks out for other people. It doesn't make him any less of a monster. In New Jack City, Nino used to do the same thing. He did stuff for the community. He did nice stuff for people, gave food away, all of that stuff, but he was still a horrible individual. He was so horrible. But to the public, he would gaslight them and love bomb the children and, all of that, and make them feel like he cared about them and he cared about the community. And that's exactly what he did to the public. A majority of people looked at him as a great guy. And the ones that didn't look at him as a great guy feared him. Everyone else was afraid of Nino. You either liked Nino or petrified of him. One or the other. There was no gray. There was no in the middle, and that's very so much what Diddy gives, like Nino Brown. Nino did what he wanted to do. He looked at people as property and not, people. During a shootout in one of the scenes, he grabbed a little girl and used a little girl as a shield. A little girl. I feel like Diddy would do the same thing with Baby Love. I do. I think if people was pop out at him, he'll pick her up and use her as a shield. Because they don't have a conscience. They trick people and make people think that they do. Sociopaths do that really well. So yeah. That's how I feel. I don't feel like he has a conscience. I don't feel like he has a soul. I don't think that he really cares about people. I think that he knows that love usually rules all. Usually, love always wins. So I think that he uses that as like a campaign of his to constantly remind himself that he's supposed to love people instead of treat them so badly. When we've seen year after year after year after year after year him treat people badly, like he's not a good person. And he treats selected people well, people he wants something from. If he doesn't want anything from you, you're like a cockroach. Like you're a buzzing fly that needs to be swatted, He doesn't look at you with value. The people have value are the people that like he's created, like his children. They have the value because he's so stubborn that he would rather leave. That's why he's never gotten married. Gross. He would rather leave whatever he's going to leave behind, his lineage, to his children. Not a woman. No. Hell no. He'd rather leave it to his children. Anything happened to him, his children will profit. Not really anybody else. He not taking care of the baby mamas and stuff in death and all that. No. But he gonna make sure that his kids is gonna be all right, that his kids take over the empire, not a woman. No, because if he was going to get married, he would have been married already. He's never getting married. That's just not happening. So, and there's a reason behind that. And I really think that he's just a really selfish person and knows that when he marries a wife with a prenup or not, they do still get and gain certain power over things, And I don't think that he's such a control freak that he don't want anybody to have any type of power over anything that he feels belongs to him. So, yeah. Oops, sorry.
Just to say, like 5 days from now, 6 days from now, or Friday, with Thursday being a day off, I don't think you're going to see those guys because they would get cross-examined in great detail. And so we'll just have to see. Then the question is what the defense case will be. And the defense overnight put in a letter. We put it up. You can find it on Patreon, but we wrote a story about it as well. They wanted an instruction this morning about perjury, they say, by Bangalan, about the date of the dangling off the balcony and whether the injuries were all caused on the same date. I don't think the government's going to agree to the statement that they proposed, but you can be the judge. And in fact, we should be tweeting it pretty quickly. Pretty soon. So that's where things stand in Diddy's world. Now, on a more serious, I don't want to say more serious, but on the Insurrection Act front, a district court in California, federal district court, said that it was going to enjoin the deployment of Marines in Los Angeles as illegal, but they stayed their decision to allow an appeal, and lo and behold, the appeal has been successful. The stay has been removed. We've got some leaf blower here. I may cross the street. The stay has been removed, and so I guess the Marines can deploy. Now, of course, that's just all of these things are just kind of temporary decisions. I will cross the street. They're temporary decisions. We have a Bronco coming fast. This is the middle of the street podcast vlog. But we have our eye on that. Also, yesterday on the New York City front, there was the second and last debate of the mayoral front. Without tipping my hand one way or another, I think Zoran Mamdani, the surging insurgent, I don't even know if he's an insurgent anymore. There's a poll in which he's ahead of Cuomo in ranked choice voting. No one quite knows. It may be a Justin Brannon pollster.
Someone in the chat said, what empire Diddy will have nothing. Well, you could always rebrand. If Diddy, which I hope this doesn't happen, but if Diddy was set free, Diddy could rebrand instantly. And I'm not talking, Lord. And I'm not talking about like rebrand like his name to where people would actually support a business of his. But what I'm saying that he could rebrand is he has enough money to change names, change business logos, all that stuff. A lot of people support something because they either like it or hear good things about it and whatnot. Not everybody goes and looks into who owns it, who has something to do with it, blase, blase. So he could rebrand immediately if Diddy was set free. Like he sure could, with no issue. And a lot of us wouldn't even have any idea because we wouldn't know that he's behind it, like his music company and whatnot. Everyone hears Diddy or sees Diddy and thinks Bad Boy when he switched to Universal and so many different other labels throughout the years and did music and done music with other people. He's good at rebranding himself. And it's also why he changes his name, why he's went from Puff Daddy to Puffy, to P. Diddy, to Diddy, to Love, to Brother Love. This is why he changes his name over and over and over again. He has a track record of every time he gets caught up in allegations or a scandal and whatnot, his name is changed immediately after. After he won that trial back in the day with the club pop howling, he changed his name to P. Diddy not too soon after that. Like right away, so that when people searched him or looked him up, those things wouldn't pop up because they didn't pop up underneath P. Diddy because he didn't do those things under the name P. Diddy. And then a lot of the things that he did under the name P. Diddy, he didn't do under the name Diddy. So now he's under the name Diddy, and now these allegations and stuff done popped up, and he's done been in trial. So if he was freed, he would change his name immediately. He already changed it legally. His middle name is Love. He changed his name to Sean Love Combs. That is his government name. So he was already gearing up when Cassie had sued him to change his name. That's why he kept going around with the love and putting the heart up and all of that stuff to let people know like I'm changing my name. So he wanted people already calling him that so that when the name changed, it would easily go throughout the algorithm. Because again, our mind, we have short, attention spans. So we will call a person what they want to be called. People went from calling mulatto to lotto to big lotto, and it just changed just like overnight. It just wasn't a big deal. Bacardi was Cardi B's name before getting big, and then she switched it to Cardi B. People, it just flipped. People just changed it. So it's the same thing with Puffy. Went from people calling him Puff Daddy to Puffy to Diddy. To P. Diddy to Diddy to Love, not a brother Love. So Snoop Lion, correct. Snoop Dogg, Snoop Lion, correct. So it's not a big deal, when people change their names. People change their name in the industry all the time. Prince went from Prince to a symbol. He went from being called Prince to just being called, so it just is what it is, right? And so I feel the same way with Diddy. He was definitely gearing up to change his name all over again. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I really appreciate all of y'all being here. I have to get out of here. I have some stuff to go around and do, take my kids and stuff. So yes, I will be live again in the morning. I'll be live with the Diddy trial. We will be jumping onto this bandwagon, y'all. I have just been waiting to get some stuff together at the stew. Now that I gotten some stuff together, I can finish actually doing the studio now. And switching everything around so that I'm not feeling like, like stretching to be on the camera, and all that stuff. So we'll be doing all that tomorrow. We'll be live again in the morning. So we will be following the trial. Okay, I love you guys. Please follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Coffee. Absolutely. Shout out to all of my moderators. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the unconditional love. Shout out to all of the members and the new members. We will be back. I hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all still got a cute little key tonight. I promise, be back tomorrow morning. Okay, we will be back in the morning. Okay. And until then, I love y'all. But I gotta get out of here. Thank y'all so much for all the support. So let me see. Let me check real quick. Let me check real quick. Okay, we're good. So I love you guys. So until tomorrow, bye.